Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you all about something that every video editor hits in the beginning of their journey or even the middle, which is how do I land my first client or how do I land my next client? I remember that feeling of starting from scratch thinking, where do I find people who need video editors? What should I even charge them? And how do I show them that I can actually do the job? Trust me, I know it can feel like a total mountain to climb, but you don't need a big portfolio, a huge network, or even years of experience to make it all happen. All you need is the right approach and strategy, which I'm breaking down step by step for you in today's video. If you've never heard of me, my name is Collin, aka Editor Collin. I'm a 19-year-old who has made it up to 10K a month doing full-time editing, who's worked with a Cookie God, Skeppy, and many other giant creators. So that's a little bit about why you can trust me on what I have to say today. So with that being said, let's get back to the video. So here's a quick breakdown of everything that we'll be covering in today's video. The first thing is finding the right kinds of clients and making a strong impression. The second is practicing and building a portfolio even if you've never had a paid client. The third is pricing yourself at a rate that's fair but still competitive for beginners. Fourth is following up effectively to secure gigs. Fifth is getting referrals that'll help you grow faster once you land that first job. And finally, we will have staying consistent and motivated so you can keep improving as a video editor. So if all that sounds good to you, be sure to watch till the very end of this video. And I also recommend, watching back one or two more times just to take some notes and really try to digest the value from today's video. The first step is knowing who to target and why. The truth is, your best bet when you're just starting out is to go after mid-sized creators. I personally define someone as a mid-sized creator when they have around 50 to 200,000 subscribers on YouTube, or streamers who have a steady following but aren't massive yet. Now, why these creators? These creators are usually at a point where they need to outsource editing but can't afford a full-time editor or lower tier agencies. They're looking for quality work but are more typically open to giving a newer editor a chance if you present yourself well. Now listen up, because outreach is key here, but let me tell you, copy and pasting the same page to every creator does not work. You need to personalize it. Instead of saying, "Hi, I'm a video editor, I'd love to work with you," try something like this instead. So you start by saying, "Hey," and then you put the creator's name just to make it more personalized. "I've been following your channel for a while and love the content. I'm a video editor and I actually have some ideas that could level up your editing style and ease your workload. I'd love to offer you a quick test edit to see how I can work, no strings attached." And be sure to emphasize that part to just not scare potential clients away. Let me know if you're interested. This shows that you've actually watched their stuff, that you respect their brand, and that you're offering a risk-free way for them to see your skills. It's a lot better than just starting a random conversation for building trust. Now let's talk about a challenge a lot of beginners face: building a portfolio without client work. I've gotten tons of DMs over on my Twitter where people just DM me and they're like, "Hey, how do I make a portfolio when, I haven't had a client yet?" So be sure to listen up here. My solution, because, I was also once in this position years ago now, but I was there, believe it or not, is using Twitch VODs. Now, Twitch VODs are basically recorded live streams, so you basically get all of the raw footage from a streamer's stream, and they're total gold mines for practicing editing. This is because they're free to download, and they're also typically longer in length, which means you're able to practice cutting them down as well. Especially for gaming editors, this is an ideal way to practice skills like cutting, adding captions, zooms, effects without any client pressure or deadlines. So here's how it works. You can download a Twitch VOD from any creator who allows it. Watch through, and you can also pick out a few highlights, funny moments, or intense sequences. Then you could create a mini highlight reel or montage from that content. Try to apply some stylistic choices that would suit the creator's tones, like subtitles or zooms for funny moments. Practicing like this gets you comfortable with editing pacing and story flow, which creators love to see in your portfolio and is a very important skill to have developed later on. And if you're finding it hard to figure out what techniques work or how to build your skill set, I do offer one-to-one mentorship where we dive deep into editing strategies tailored to you and your goals. The link is in the description if you're interested. I'll talk more about that at the end of this video. Speaking of portfolios, let's talk about how to make one that's simple but effective. To be honest, you don't even need a fancy website to start. A Google Drive folder or YouTube channel with unlisted videos is just fine. I myself used to have unlisted YouTube videos as my portfolio, even though, I have a whole site now, but that just shows that when you're starting, it doesn't really matter as long as your work is accessible. I recommend focus on having strong examples that showcase different skills. This can include highlight reels, funny moment videos, or even rough cuts that demonstrate your pacing and flow abilities. I also recommend categorizing your portfolio a bit, so maybe one video that's purely focused on fast cuts, another that uses more cinematic editing, and then another one with effects or captions if you're interested in more stylized content. This gives potential clients an idea of everything you're capable of and shows them that you're versatile and can probably help them with their needs. Organizing your work like this not only makes it easier for clients to see your strengths, but also gives you confidence knowing that you have a different display of different styles. You'll start to feel more like a professional, and clients will also notice that confidence. Now, let's hop into pricing, one of the trickiest parts for new editors. When you're starting out, you might feel like charging low is the only way to get hired. I know I did that myself. I charged $12 for my first video and spent 24 hours on it. It was ridiculous. However, you don't want to go that low to where it's not worth your time. A good beginner range for a video editing, in my opinion, is typically between $75 to $100 per video, depending on the complexity. Again, this could be less, this could be more, but that's just a median I'm using as an example. If you're offering a simple cut with minimal edits, $75 is a good place to start, especially if the footage is, an hour or plus. But if you're adding in more features like effects, subtitling, consider going up to the $125 to even $150 range. To make things simple for edits, I also suggest creating a few basic packages. So what I mean by this is like a basic package 1, which is $75, simple cuts, light trimming, nothing extra. Then there's a standard package video, which is more complex edits, a few effects or captions. And then finally a premium package, which would be a fully edited video, $200+, full edit with effects, subtitles. You could even include thumbnails just to set higher prices and still have those prices be worth it to your clients. Having clear prices like this not only makes you look like more of a professional, but also gives clients easy options without a lot of back and forths about your rates. And hey, if you want more advice on pacing or client work, I also do run a private Discord community with weekly group coaching sessions. More on that later, but the link is in the description if you're interested in joining us. Now let's talk about follow-ups. You might send out a bunch of messages to potential clients and hear crickets, nothing at all. You just wait days and days and, nothing. You think you're the worst editor in the world, or, I used to think that myself. But don't take it personally. Creators are often swamped with work and they may really just not see your message. A friendly follow-up can make a huge difference. Here's an example of a solid follow-up message that I used to send myself. So it all starts with, hey, creator's name again. Just wanted to check in and see if you had a chance to look at my last message. I'd love to do a quick test edit to show you what I can bring to the table if you're interested. Thanks for considering and hope to hear back from you soon. So you're not demanding anything from them. Notice how it's polite, low pressure, and reminds them of your value without pushing it too far. Following up like this can be the difference between landing that first client or next client or no client whatsoever. And if they still don't respond, don't take it personally, don't get stuck on them, move on. Persistence without being pushy is absolutely the key. Alright, so let's say you get that first client. This is where you can start using a referral to grow faster. Most creators know other creators behind the scenes. You'll get to know this, especially if you've been in this industry as long as I have. And if you impress them with your work, they'll be more than willing to recommend you. You could even ask this to them directly by saying, hey client name, I'm really enjoying working with you. If you know any other creators looking for a video editor, I'd be thrilled if you'd consider passing my name along. See, super simple, right? You'll be surprised how willing they are to help if you're providing quality work. Obviously, if you're doing a great job and helping them out a ton, they're going to want to provide that same help back to you. And finally, a note on consistency. Building a client base, especially as a beginner, isn't always quick. But if you stick with these strategies, I promise you, you're going to see results. Keep reaching out, keep practicing, and keep building your portfolio. The more you put yourself out there, the more likely clients are to find you. It takes time, but every message, every portfolio addition, every follow-up counts towards that big end goal of having a full-time editing job, just as I've done myself. Now, to quickly sum up everything I've talked about in today's video, start with outreach to creators between 50 to 200,000 who are actively growing and need editing help. Next, practice by editing Twitch VODs to create diverse samples for your portfolio. Third, set up a simple but organized portfolio showcasing your skills. Next, price yourself fairly with clear packages so clients understand exactly what they're getting when they're paying. Then you have to send follow-ups to stay top of mind with potential clients. Then there's leveraging referrals from early clients to build your reputation. And finally, there's staying consistent and don't get discouraged if it takes time. Every step is progress and progress is never linear. And that's it. Getting your first video editing client can feel like a lot, but with these steps, you're setting yourself up to land a first gig and build a solid foundation from there. Remember, this is all a learning process. Every creator you work with will help you improve and grow as an editor, so take every learning opportunity that comes your way, even if it seems extremely difficult or new. If you're looking for more in-depth guidance tailored just for you, my one-to-one mentorship program dives deep into all aspects of freelance video editing, from crafting your outreach to building a sustainable business. And if you're looking for weekly support, job opportunities, and advice from other editors on the same journey, be sure to join my private Discord, link in the description, where we do group coaching and a ton of other perks. Both the links for my one-to-one mentorship and private community are in the description, so check them out if you're ready to take the next step in your editing journey. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget, I'm here to help, and I can't wait to see you land those first or next clients. Keep working hard. I'm so proud of you.